You know, nobody wants to really rank for those pages. They want to rank for their products or whatever their service is. So by putting no follows or using no follows, what you can do is you can pass a lot more link juice down to those pages that matter for you. And there's a lot of different ways you could use this, and I'm going to show you shortly, especially if you're in a market that has a lot of new products that come out. This is a very powerful tool that you can use to rank very quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to block up these holes, and we're going to pass the page rank down to where we want. It's very simple to do. It's, yes?
Yeah, but didn't you just say that no follows don't work, or do you mean that they work internally?
No, no follows work internally and externally. So if you're an affiliate and you're linking to, if you're a portal site, like in the gaming industry, I guess is the best example. If you're linking out to one of your providers, you want to no follow that, because why would you want to pass page rank to them? Why would you want to pass any influential juice to them? You want to keep it internal. So no follows on an internal basis are just as effective as no follows on an external basis, but you're using them for different reasons. Internally, you're using no follows so you can lead the page rank down to the right pages. Externally, you're preserving your page rank on your own website.
Yeah, but didn't you just say that no follows are not efficient, so they don't stop you from passing link juice, or did I misunderstand you? Because that's what I've been observing as well.
Well, what Google said was they put no follows in place, and that you couldn't use them the way that I'm telling you to use them right now, and I'm telling you that they're full of crap, that it does work, and that you can page rank sculpt. Cool. And it's as simple as this. It's adding the yellow part there, RL, no follow. It just means you're not gonna, you don't endorse them. And one of the big misconceptions is that, you know, people think because of this no follow, Google doesn't follow the link. They do follow the link. It just means that according to them, you're not endorsing the link, which who knows why, but anyway. So external linking, this is one of the ways that we use it. I'm going to link out from a client's website to an authority website. I'm going to link out to news articles, and then I'm going to link out to competitors, but I'm going to no follow those links. The reason being is Google places a lot of authority when you are linking to an external source that's in the same market that you are. So linking out to a competitor is not always bad. It's more or less showing you as an authority because you are linking out. So if you no follow those, you still have a link, but you're preserving the page rank, and you're not helping out your competitor, but you are representing to Google that you are an authoritative source because you're linking out to all these other sites. Latent semantic indexing. This has been going on for several years now. Latent semantic analysis is basically Google looking, or the search engines, all of them really, looking at whatever terms, the subject of your website, and they're not looking at specific keyword focus or what you're trying to pass off as the keyword focus of your website or your web page. They're looking at related terms, and the reason they're doing this is they're trying to prevent us from gaming the system, more or less. We can manipulate the search results by different various techniques. With latent semantic analysis, Google's able to look at the content of the page and determine if, or in their mind, if it's an influential page or authoritative page. So latent semantic analysis is basically looking at a page and saying, well, what is this page about? Regardless of what your keyword is, your H1 tags, your URL, whatever your description, they're going to use their own analysis to determine what that page is about. I use an example, a truck in the US is called a truck in the UK is called a lorry, a truck in Australia is called a ute. So looking at those different variations of the term for truck, Google will determine whether or not that page is influential or worthy of showing up the rankings tonight. So using latent semantic analysis, latent semantic indexing when you're creating pages is very important. And they've got a couple tools out there that do that. But I'll step back first and tell you why I think this. Back in 2003, Google bought Applied Semantics, a company out of California, that LSI is all they do. In 2005, they started the integration into their algorithm. They released their press release that said that this is what they were doing. In 2007, they eliminated the supplemental results. The reason for this, I think, is supplementary. You know, they're trying to pull all this information in, and they're trying to give thorough information. So with universal search, what was happening was when they were just going for fresh information, they were missing all the PDF files, they were missing all videos, blogs, forums that were aged, because they're, you know, prior to this, they were looking at the age of a page or the age of a site or the freshness of the content to determine whether they were going to use it and rank it well. So they eliminated the supplementary results, and this pulled all these old documents and PDFs and various sorts of things into the search results. Then they released universal search, which universal search was saying, okay, we're going to go out there, we're going to start pulling in all this other information because we think it's valid, we think it's pertinent. They eliminated the supplemental results, but they still have omitted results, which I'll talk about here shortly, and how to get out of them. But they eliminated the supplemental results apparently because they wanted fresher content or better content, and what that equates to with us is that they were pulling all the old information, all the old documents, all the old content back into the search results. In May of 2007, they unleash universal search, and in December, they start advertising heavily for LSI engineers, and they still are. So this is a big part of what Google is doing, and more or less what they're trying to do is they're trying to prevent us from gaming them. You know, they're trying to figure out a way to get around. You know, I started looking at anchor text on backlinks and content on your site and the age and all these other pieces of the algorithm that they use to determine rankings. They're trying to figure out how else they can effectively grade websites on their content. Latent semantic analysis is how they're doing it. And then Yahoo in 2008 announced their integration of LSI. MSN has, they're all doing it. The easiest way to find this or to see what they're coming back with is to use your tilde sign, little scrolly thing, and your keyword, and it'll bring back the results based on their plugin that is using LSI. The search for computing, for instance, bring back technology, Wikipedia, Guardian, which is the biggest newspaper in the UK. So you're bringing back some pretty varied results. If you use the same search with and without the tilde, you'll see the difference between the two. Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of a guy called Michael Marshall. He's written a couple of LSI and LSA tools called Feedmaster and OptiRanker. Have you heard about them, or are you using other tools for analyzing LSI and LSA?
Well, I've actually tried to build tools for this purpose, but the problem is it's all based on theory, and there's really no algorithm out there that I know that could effectively do it in the right way because it's so broad. It's looking for related terms, but I've done searches and looked at the top ranking sites, and my search term isn't anywhere on the page. So trying to figure out how it's actually working is the difficult part of it. Have you tried it? I mean, I would be, if they've come back or come out with something that works, I would love to find a tool that actually works.
Yeah, I've used them and I found it useful to a certain degree.
Yeah. Well, we use a lot of different tools. We use our log files a lot because you get a lot of traffic to your site that they found you on search terms that you weren't even optimizing for. So we'll use log files. We'll use a tool I'm going to talk about in a minute called HitTail, where it's all live analysis of whatever term